Hey guys, Addison Rouse, head baseball coach at Salem University, and here with Figured Out Baseball. We're going to take you through our dynamic warm-up here at Salem. We start each day by jogging to the foul pole from a break that we do right outside the dugout. They will jog, then they will do a shuffle to about halfway to center field. Then our boys will finish up with a butt kick and then jog it back. Our guys are going to demonstrate what a side shuffle and then what a butt kick looks like. That. Back. Then butt kick, boys. We've just ran a center field and back. We've done our side shuffles, our butt kicks. Now we're back. We line up. Usually we'll have 4 or 5 lines that are even and linked, led by one of our upperclassmen to kind of take the lead with each group. And now our guys are going to take you through our entire progression. First thing we'll do is our arm circles. They'll do little ones. We'll follow that into big ones. All we're doing here is just getting the shoulders loose, getting the shoulders activated. Very, very simple. Got to get the blood flowing, got to get our arms ready to play catch and go to that. You see them going reverse now. They went forward, now they're going reverse, small to big. Do about 8 to 10 on each rep there. Right arm and left arm pull across. That's a basic standard shoulder stretch that you guys have probably done your whole life, but it's the one that can't get neglected. We got to stretch out both our left and our right arms. Hold for about 10 to 12 seconds there. After the arm pulled across, we'll go the elbow, arm overhead there. Now we're getting right into a little more tricep stretch here. Switch arms, go left and right arms both, 10 to 12 seconds. Now we're gonna go work on our forearms. Okay, obviously they got pulling the wrist back, pulling the fingers towards you. Okay, then they'll flip it and they'll have fingers down. Both are gonna be great for forearms. You gotta have the forearm stretch before we get ready to do whether we swing a bat or whether we're throwing a baseball. Then they'll go back slaps. I like to call these as loving yourself, hug yourself a little bit. Again, we're loosening up our pecs. Okay, the shoulders are getting loose. We're loosening up our pecs. We're loosening up our chest here. Really important to make sure that's ready to go too. Now we're going to progress in the legs. Obviously do not neglect the arms. Each exercise, like I said, 10 to 12, even 15 seconds if you're tight. We got to make sure that our arms are loose. Now we'll progress into our leg variances. The dynamic warm-up, they're going to get into a front lunge. Okay, they will lunge. We will go about 60 feet for every single one of these exercises. Okay. Right now the boys are going to just abbreviate that, but traditionally we will go one after the other for about 60 feet with the lunge position. Okay. On the way back, they will reverse lunge. Okay. They will go front lunge, 60 feet. The entire group, so whether that's 3 or 4 groups or 3 or 4 to each line, those guys will progress. And then on the way back, we will go with the back lunge. Now we're going side, leaning left to right here. You see they're putting a lot of pressure on our quads, on our hamstrings. We're completely loosening up the leg here. You guys see how they're bouncing a little bit, making sure our legs and our muscles are ready to go. You see how they're low. We want to make sure that we are exaggerating this left to right. Guys are getting low, putting a lot of pressure on that hamstring area in their leg. Now they're going to go with some kicks here. Okay, call these field goal kickers, the marching. There's a number of different ways to put this. They call them field goal kickers. The marching leg raise. There's a number of different ways that people use it from a verbal standpoint. We just call them field goal kickers. Okay, go. On the way back, they are going to do an RDL. You guys probably straight leg deadlift, Romanian deadlift. You guys will do this in the weight room traditionally with weight. For our stretching purposes, they're using the straight leg RDL deadlift with no weight, where you're going to really put a stretch on that hamstring. Okay, going to get over that front side. Do that one more time, Noah. Show him here. See how Noah is over his front side. He's balanced. Okay, that back leg is going to be stretched straight out, and you're going to get over that front side. This is not a race. Okay, it's not for time. We want to take our time and exaggerate those movements in order to make sure that our legs are stretched out and ready to go. Next, we've kind of loosened the legs with some very simple dynamic movements. Now we're going to go on our power skips. Okay, now we're explosive, getting the calves loose. Okay, obviously this is hitting every leg muscle, quads, hammies, hip flexors. I mean, everything now is being explosive and getting that loose. Well, how do you guys go back here? Now we're reversed. Now we're getting a little balance action into it, okay? So you've been very, very powerful and explosive forward. And now we're going to go reverse, which some of the young guys have a hard time doing. Okay, now it's important for balance as well as stabilization for that part of the warm-up. Okay, now we're going hurdles, leg hurdles. Okay, get over the gate. You'll see it open the gate, close the gate. Okay, open the hips up. This is great for hip flexor. Okay, great for our torso and our core. Open it up, in and out. All right, make sure we're really putting an overemphasis on our extension here. See how Noah and both Tyler have high legs. Their leg is over their hip. Okay, they are exaggerating that leg lift. Now we've progressed through our dynamic warm-up. That's probably taken, with 60 feet in a number of groups, about 10 minutes or so, 10 to 12 minutes through everything. And now we are going to get into our running progression. So we go 90 feet at 50, 75, and 100%. Our first one will be a 50% hit and run. So they'll be in a base running stance. They'll work out of their gait, they'll peak, and they'll exaggerate and mimic a hit and run. The next one at 75% is going to be a delayed steal. So they'll take 3 shuffles, get out of their gait, and go 75%. And then the last progression at 100 is going to be a full speed stolen base. Peak, and you see where Noah peaked right there. We're doing baseball movements here, okay? We're doing baseball plays. That way our guys get a habit of peaking on a hit and run play. They're going to jog it back. We'll do that typically. What we usually go, either you can jog it back or they can go and do the same thing back. Now we'll go 75% delay steal. Go. So that's 3 shuffles. They were both good with their posture. They were low to the ground. And you notice their feet did not cross. It was shuffle, shuffle. They tapped their heels. Okay, they were not crossing their feet. They were tapping, being really athletic, getting the legs going. And now we'll go 100%. We're going to mimic a stolen base. They can do this based on 3 variances. I can clap. They can do a situation where you have a coach mimicking a guy doing a leg lift, or they can just go and go 100%. So you can create this however you'd like to create this to kind of put a little spice on it. Today, we're just going to do a clap reaction on 100%. Ready? Great anticipation there. What you got to do to steal bases is got to be a great anticipator. So that's another way we practice stealing bases, is through our warm-up routine and doing leg lifts or hand claps or different things to get them a good head start. Hey guys, Addison Rouse here, Salem University head baseball coach here with Figured Out Baseball. That was our dynamic warm-up. Hey, I know sometimes you guys out there trying to be creative with how you get loose. You got to get loose. You got to get the blood flowing. You got to get the juice in the lungs. You got to get ready to go and play baseball. We have a great dynamic warm-up that focuses on all body parts to make sure we're ready to go. That's all with that. We're going to progress into how we play small ball in our bunting game.